It was with a sense of some trepidation that I decided to throw myself into the creationist versus sane people debate on YouTube. It is not that I don't enjoy a good debate, but rather that everything already seems to be accounted for. On the creationist side, we have a large group of people all trying to prove that they are the biggest jerks around, while on the side of the sane people, some such as theoretical bullshit, who I admire very much, endeavor to prove that their efforts are indeed futile, as the god they worship is by all accounts in their own holy book the largest jerk of all time. Meanwhile, some sane people take the approach of addressing the problem from a nice fact-based scientific angle. I figured, what can I possibly contribute to this? Looks like all the bases are already covered. But as I watched more and more videos, I realized that there were two gaping holes in the rationalist line. The first being that no one has sat down and explained how the Big Bang and other parts of astronomy work to the creationists, and how to say that Big Bang theory is a part of evolutionary theory is an infraction worth a nomination into the Babbling Idiot of the Year award. Also, how religion, as far as religions go, the Judeo-Christian take on religion isn't anywhere close to being the most appealing one available. I figured I'm fairly well qualified to filling both of these holes, as A, I'm a student of astronomy, so I actually understand the physics involved and why the bastardization that the creationists provide is approaching intellectual heresy, and B, I myself went through a period of what one might call soul-searching a few years back and found to my surprise that the Judeo-Christian religion, as hyped as it is in modern society, is actually fairly repulsive. I welcome any and all comments, trolls, blatant insults, attacks on my heritage, or whatever else you feel the need to muster against me. However, I much prefer reasoned intellectual discussion. The only time I'm ever going to block anyone is if they start spamming and crowding the space that others might like to use for intelligent comments. Now, a few notes about myself. Feel free to leave. I'm a student of aerospace engineering and astrophysics. Though I'm technically in the aerospace department of my university, my true love is astrophysics. I hope to someday join a development team for deep space probes such as the Voyagers. In fact, it's a bit of an obsession, as I got my first book on astrophysics, in fair a dumbed-down version, in the 3rd grade, and my first college physics textbooks in the 7th. When I'm not indulging my desire for knowledge, I like to read science fiction and fantasy novels, run long, tedious distances, play the occasional Halo tournament, and most recently I've taken up the guitar. Now that I'm done bragging, I would like to note that this account is in fact a secondary one to my primary, solely for the purpose of debating creationists. I tried to get Zebediah, but it was already taken. I chose Zebediah because it's the name of a character from Robert Heinlein's The Number of the Beast, which is unequivocally the best novel of all time. And seeing as Zebediah is the only character in the book who isn't a complete nymphomaniac, I figured he best represents me. I will be posting more videos soon, most notably a 3rd grade guide to the Big Bang, which will be an arm-waving style explanation of the physics behind said event. I won't be going into the math of it due to the fact that some creationists can't even reliably multiply 3 by 4 as demonstrated by Thunderfoot. Have a nice day.